Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we'll be talking about common application mistakes that kill your chances of gaining admission into your dream course and your dream institution. Let's get right into it, guys. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is IJ Okafor, and on this space, I record my life activities and everything I get up to in the UK as a full-time international student, also as a full-time mom. It's a lot, right? I know. So do what, subscribe to the channel. I'm sure you're going to gain value here. So the first common mistake that HND applicants do, which I've seen over several times, is number one, the wrong choice of schools. So first of all, in case you see me looking to the side, I have a jotter over here where I jot down the key points. So in case you see me looking from the camera, just know that I'm looking at my jotter. Okay, so I jot down things whenever I'm doing a video so I don't get to forget any points. So I had to give you a heads up. So as I was saying, number one common mistake that HND applicants usually do is to apply to a wrong choice of school. What do I mean by a wrong choice of school? Now, you already know on the channel, because I've made a video about it, the schools that accept HND into direct entry to study masters, which means that not every school in the UK, not every higher institution in the UK or university accepts HND for direct masters. Most of the schools are going to ask you to do either a top-up program or a pre-masters program, which is just like a waste of your money and time, because you're still going to spend the exact amount, or if not more, the amount you're supposed to spend while gaining admission into studying masters. So I don't advise you go through the top-up route or the pre-masters route, because it's expensive and it's time wasting. So please go through the video on my channel. I have made a video on the schools that accept HND for direct masters and putting your application into these schools, and I'm sure you're going to get a positive feedback from them if you follow the other steps I'm also going to outline in this video. So another thing is, while applying to choice of school, don't just apply to only one school. Be very liberal with your application. Scatter your application around many schools, and I'm sure you're going to get rest. Don't just apply to just one school and you just rest, or just two schools and you just rest. No, let your application go into as many schools as possible, as much as you can. I'm not saying you should, I'm not giving you a number. I'm not saying you should do like 20 or 10. At least the minimum of your application into school should be like 5 schools. So you're sure that if this doesn't give you admission, you still have other options open. So that's the first mistake that HND applicants usually do. They go to apply to schools that don't accept HND for direct masters, and they hope for a miracle and pray for a miracle. And when it doesn't come, they get disappointed. So I don't want that to be you. So we are going to go to the second mistakes that HND applicants usually do, which is the wrong choice of course. What do I mean by wrong choice of course? As we all know, that now people are saying, or everybody is saying, or it is a common norm, that the world is going digital. Yes, everything is becoming digitalized. Everybody is going into tech. Everybody is getting a tech course, a tech certificate, and all. And you also want to apply to tech courses even when you don't have a tech background, or even when you don't have a tech experience. I'm sorry to disappoint you or to burst your bubble. It's not going to work. Okay, you might end up not getting admission into that school or into that program that you applied to, because it is not a course of best fit. What do I mean by a course of best fit? It simply means a course that best suits you based on your experiences, based on your background, and based on maybe your course, maybe your undergrad course. If you don't have a tech background, or if you've not had experience in tech, if you've not taken any course on tech at all, just want to migrate from public administration and go straight into tech, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You should have a background, you should have a basis for which you're applying. You should have at least a background knowledge of what you are applying to, because gaining admission is one thing. Can you cope in the course? Can you pass the modules? How comfortable are you with the modules? How comfortable are you with data science and all that? Because they're not going to consider if you're just transitioning from another career into the tech. They're going to believe that you've gotten experience, and they're going to give you all the usual coursework that is applicable to that course, all the modules. You're going to do everything. So instead of you paying so much money through the stress and all, and coming here to struggle through your school and maybe struggling to get at least a postgraduate certificate, even if you cannot get the master's, at least let them give you postgraduate. What's the point? So as I'll say, go for a course that you're so comfortable in and a course that you have a background in. Don't be running into nursing because they say nurses are paid so much, so and so amount of money, and you feel that, oh, you want to do nursing, but you don't have a background in nursing, you don't have any experience in nursing, you don't have any experience, any degree, nothing, no course in nursing. You just want to migrate from what you were doing previously. Maybe you're doing accounting and you want to just go into nursing. It's not going to work. So if you put in your application that way, in with the wrong course, chances are you may not get admission. You may not get the admission you're looking for, and you end up wasting your time. So I don't want you to be that person as well. So please apply into the right choice of schools. Also apply into the right choice of program, right choice of course. Okay, so if you have any question concerning this, everything I'm going to say or what I've already said, please drop a comment for me in the comment section. You know, I'm always ready to answer you guys. I am always open to answer you guys. So the third most common mistakes that we applicants do when applying to our dream institutions is a poorly written statement of purpose or personal statement, depending on what the school calls it. So some schools may call it statement of purpose, some schools may call it personal statement. Whichever one they say is one and the same thing. This is like a document that you write, just like an application. You're selling yourself to the school, telling them your qualifications, telling them why they should give you admission into this course, telling them your background, why you are coming into this course and all. So it's just like you applying to a job. The statement of purpose is like your CV. You're selling yourself to the admission panel. You're telling them, this is what I have, this is where I'm coming from, this is why I want to do this course, this is what I hope to achieve with this course. Yes, at the end of my study, this is what I hope to achieve with this course. So if you don't invest your time, if you just do it in a shabby manner, I'm relating it to the CV because it almost has the same impact. Yes, so if you don't pay attention to it, if you don't articulate your statement of purpose properly, you may not gain that admission. Crafting a compelling statement of purpose is very, very crucial for admission. Invest your time, invest your energy, invest your resources in your statement of purpose and make it a very, very compelling one, so that when the admission board sees it, it's just going to click. They'll be like, okay, we need this person. This person is going to be good, it's going to be a suitable person for this role or for this course. So another common mistakes that applicants do is not applying on time. So if you're looking to maybe start your school journey in September, you should have started applying by now, because these schools have a deadline for application, and if you apply maybe like a month deadline, they may not attend to your application, because I'm sure by then they might have gotten the exact number of people they want for each program, and each program might have been filled up by then. So they may not attend to your application. You might just go into the application portal and online to just be there. Nobody's going to attend to it because they've already gotten the number they want. So if you don't apply on time, if you're resting and say September is still far now, after this is still beginning of the year, I still have time, you may not have that much time, because as I said in a previous video, I'm still going to say it again, that application on gaining admission and gaining admission is one thing, is just one step. When you gain admission, you still need to get a CAS document stating that they've given you admission, and that's the document you're going to use to apply for your visa. And most times those schools do not release that certificate, that CAS certificate or that CAS document on time. Sometimes it takes months before they release it. So if you don't have time and you know you're still going to apply for visa and you need to resume school before, you need to be in school at least to join in the resumption. So if you don't apply on time, you might not even get a response. You might do everything well, you might apply to the right school, you might apply to the right course, you might have a very superb and fantastic statement of purpose or personal statement, but you now apply late. Every effort is going to go to waste. So if you're looking at coming into the UK to study as an HND holder, and you want to begin in September or even in January, you can start now to apply. As long as you have all your documents, you can apply now, get your admission, take your time to plan yourself, so you don't have to rush. Okay, so another common mistake that people do is lack of inadequate references. What do I mean? So for application, I'm using myself as a case study. As I said, when I was applying to my school, I needed 2 reference letters, One was the academic reference letter, and the second one was the professional reference letter. So if you're asked for a reference letter, if you're going for example, an accounting course, or you're going for a public administration course, and you've worked, or maybe that was not your background, maybe that was not your bag if that was not what you studied in your undergrad. You just worked in an accounting firm, or you worked as an administrator in a firm, and you've had like years of experience in that field. You can apply to study public administration or accounting. Okay, so you will need a professional reference from that accounting office or from that public administration office that you worked. Yes. So it simply means that your professional reference is going to tally with the course you're going to study. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you don't understand, please feel free to drop me a comment. I'm going to reply. So your academic reference is going to be issued by your HOD or your head of department, stating that you studied in this institution, in this department, and your course lasted for maybe 4 or 5 years. That is what the HOD is going to state, and that you learned your course in English, and whatever they need concerning your academic background, they can refer back to him. That is all what your academic reference is going to be about. And your academic referee should be somebody that you can easily access, because the person is going to have to be checking their emails to be sure if the school has reached out to him. You understand? Because you can easily pick up your phone and call him and say, please sir, can you check your email? Maybe let's be sure that the school has contacted you, or to be sure if they've sent you a mail, because sometimes the academic reference might even be why the school has not responded to you, because they're trying to get over to your referee to be sure to ascertain the letter he wrote, the reference letter he wrote for you, but he's not responding, or he doesn't even know he's supposed to check his emails, or he doesn't even know what maybe he's not tech savvy and all. So please, in your academic, even you want to get an academic referee, let's be somebody that maybe somebody can easily access, somebody can say, sir, have you checked your email? Because he or she, whoever is your referee, as your academic referee, may make or delay your admission process, because the school might want to reach out to the person and the person is not willing, or doesn't even know he's supposed to check his emails. Hope you understand what I mean. Yes, so I'm going to give a quick recap of what I've said. First of all, please apply to the right choice of schools. This video is already too long, 16 minutes already. Apply to the right choice of schools. HND, you know the schools already that accept HND for direct masters. I have made a video on my channel, I think sometime last month. Also, apply to the right choice of course. Apply to the course that best fits you. Apply based on your background, based on your experience and all. That's the choice, that's the course that you apply to. Okay. Thirdly, apply on time. Apply on time. You should start it now. If you have dreams of studying in the UK and maybe you want to start in September, please start your application. Start putting your application now. Fourthly, improve or invest your time in your statement of purpose or your personal statement. You need to work on it. You need to improve it. You need to make it. You need to maximize your personal statement, because this is you selling yourself to the admission board. They don't know who you are. They've not seen you before. Your statement of purpose is going to be what they will use to know, okay, this student person is applying to this course. This is the background they have and all. Lastly, your references. Your references should be apt and on point. Okay, both your job reference and your academic reference should be people that you can easily access, people that can pick up your calls, people that you can talk to tell them to check their emails and to respond to emails in case school reaches out to them. So I'm going to end this video here. It is quite long. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it to be this long. So please do well to subscribe to the channel. If you know you need more insights, or you want me to cover any topic at all, drop your comments for me. I'm going to respond to you. Okay guys, I'm going to end the video here. Please subscribe to the channel. Please guys, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you all in my next video.